Okay, I have received a few questions about the data chart. So I'm gonna do a quick walkthrough of Excel. So I am recording my laptop screen, and what I've done is create, and you'll see it here across the top in row number 1, everything that was in the chart in the assignment sheet. So column A is image of the post, especially if I'm using Instagram. Column B is date time posted. Column C is title. Column D is overview of the genre. So these would be my notes. Column E is the number of likes. Column F is comments. Column G is shares. If you're using the English and World Languages account, there were likely very few shares. And that's okay. It is what it is. And then column H are notes. I am going to use completely made up data that I make up on the spot so that you're not just recreating the spreadsheet that I'm creating, because then you wouldn't be learning anything. So I am using made up data completely, which means I'm not going to put anything in the image of the post. Okay, so I'm going to start with, we're collecting 5 posts. So I'm going to say that this first one was posted on December 1st. And then the second one, December 2nd, I could put times in here if I wanted to. We're just making these up. December 4th, December 5th, December 6th. The title, so if I go up to the top, again, I'm just doing this for real quick. Sample 1, sample 2, you guys get the idea. Overview, these are going to be my notes. This is, so if I'm specifically looking at the English and World Languages account, I can say that this one is directed to grad, directed to UGrad, whole department, graduates, because we had a graduates post, read the blog grad, read the blog all. Okay, so then I'm going to come in here and put in likes. Again, I'm making this up. So 100 likes, oops, 120, 104. I'm doing fairly similar because it'll make the next step easier. These are also not very accurate, but we're going with it. 130, 101, 103. Comments 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2. Shares, notes, I'm assuming you can fill all of that out. What I wanted to show you with this data chart and why I wanted to use Excel and why I'm putting this video together is what I can do now is highlight this likes column. And this will be really helpful for both this assignment as well as the next one. And then in Excel, if I come up here to insert, Excel provides this whole thing of recommended charts right here, and it will do all of the graphing for you. So if I clicked the caret down and it's now showing me my recommended charts. Okay, and it just creates these for me, and then I get to change the different pieces to show you what they mean. I'm also making up this data to show you, and I'm going to come back to it. If I try to graph 101 on the same chart, so here, let's try it, I'm going to get a really ugly, really meaningless chart. It barely readable, right? Even if I do a bar graph like this second one here that I have highlighted, the one is so small, it's negligible. So I really want you to start thinking with this very first project, and again, it's going to be even more important with our next one. What is meaningful data creation? What does it look like when I start to create these, and how do I want it to look? Each of these 3 charts is accurate. It's showing you very specific pieces of information, very specific pieces of data, but it's showing it to you differently. If I want to show and talk about and analyze, especially if it helps answer or address my hypothesis, comparisons across the accounts to say, especially because in my notes I put some are directed towards grad and some are directed towards undergrad, if I'm doing a comparison, these first 2 charts to say, oh, more followers are engaging with the grad posts than the undergrad posts, or vice versa. More followers are engaging with the undergrad posts than the grad posts. I could focus on that. If I'm instead looking at date time posted, so column B over here, this line chart is actually going to make more sense because I'm showing differences over time. And that's what it's showing here. So all of these charts are accurate. They're showing very, very different information. And that's where you need to determine what is it that you're trying to demonstrate, which chart shows the answer to your hypothesis. For most of you, a pie chart is not going to be it. Or some of these comparison charts down here, they're just not showing anything useful. It's gonna be either a bar or a line, one of these early ones. You then get to determine which one you want. Okay, so let's say that it's this line. I click on it and then it appears, and then I can modify the format to give it a little bit more style, to make it a little bit easier to read, depending on what it is I want. And then I can change the title name, because you can see I can just double click in there. I'm just going to delete this to make it easier, and then I can actually put in a useful one, and then I can copy the whole entire thing and paste it into a Word document to get it uploaded for the final assignment. Okay, so this is just a really brief. There are so many more ways to use Excel, and it can do so many really cool things. This is a basic to get you through this class. It's all you need to know for this class. If you have any questions about this, please send me a note through Tumblr. Please send me an email. Or if you want, I can set up a time and meet with you over Zoom. It's no problem at all. I want you to be successful, and I don't want you to fight these programs. So you let me know what's going to help you. Otherwise, real basic overview of, I would recommend Excel for this project. Google Sheets does the same. Buttons are in slightly different places, but Google has all of these same tools, as do all of the Apple products. So you're welcome to use the Apple, the Apple Sheets, your choice. They all have these tools. Use the tools that are provided. Let it do the work for you. If you have any questions, please reach out. I'm here to help. I will see you on Tumblr.